Hello and welcome to the Mindful Zone. Today we're stepping into a space where mindfulness meets nature, a place where every drop of rain carries healing energy for your heart and soul. Whether you're here because you're new to meditation or because you're seeking deeper ways to reduce stress and enhance your well-being, this session is crafted with care just for you. Imagine yourself sitting quietly as the rain falls all around you. Each drop lands softly, carrying with it a sense of renewal, clarity, and calm. This isn't just about listening to rain, it's about letting its soothing presence guide you inward, helping you cleanse emotions that may have weighed you down. Together, we'll explore how Buddhist teachings, mindfulness practices, and the simple act of being present can transform not only your inner world, but also the way you navigate life's challenges. Rain has always held a special place in human consciousness. It's both ordinary and extraordinary, something we see almost every day, yet capable of inspiring awe when we pause to notice it. In many spiritual traditions, including Buddhism, rain symbolizes purification and growth. Just as water nourishes plants, allowing them to flourish, so too does mindful awareness nurture our minds and hearts, helping us grow stronger and more resilient. But today we won't just think about rain, we'll feel it. We'll use its gentle rhythm to anchor ourselves in the present moment, letting go of worries about the past or future. As we move through this guided meditation, I invite you to surrender to the experience fully. You don't need any prior knowledge or special skills. All you need is an open heart and a willingness to connect with yourself and the natural world. Before we begin, find a comfortable position. If you're seated, make sure your back is straight but relaxed. Feel free to sit cross-legged on the floor, perch on the edge of a chair, or even lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes if you'd like, or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and now exhale slowly, releasing any tension you might be holding on to. Notice how the sound of rain fills the air. Can you hear the subtle variations, the soft patter on leaves, the louder splashes in puddles? Allow these sounds to wrap around you like a comforting blanket. There's no need to analyze or judge what you hear. Simply let it be. As we journey together, remember that there's no right or wrong way to meditate. Some moments might feel easier than others, and that's perfectly okay. What matters most is showing up for yourself, creating this sacred time to reconnect with your true essence. So, take another deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and release it fully. Let's begin. Chapter 1: The Symbolism of Rain in Buddhism. Let's begin our journey by exploring one of the most profound symbols in nature: rain. In Buddhism, rain is far more than just a meteorological phenomenon. It carries deep spiritual significance, offering lessons that can guide us toward greater peace, clarity, and compassion. Today we'll delve into what rain represents within the context of Buddhist teachings and how its symbolism can inspire our own path to emotional healing and mindfulness. Rain, at its core, embodies purification. Think about it. When rain falls, it washes away dirt, grime, and debris, leaving surfaces clean and refreshed. Similarly, in Buddhism, rain symbolizes the cleansing of negative emotions like anger, fear, and attachment. These emotions often cloud our minds, much like dust obscures a mirror's surface. When we meditate or practice mindfulness, we create space for rain to fall within us, washing away these mental impurities and revealing the clarity beneath. But rain doesn't stop there, it also nurtures growth. Just as plants rely on water to thrive, so too do we depend on mindfulness and compassion to cultivate inner strength and resilience. In Buddhist philosophy, this idea aligns closely with the concept of bodhisattva, the awakened heart-mind that seeks enlightenment not only for oneself, but for all beings. Like rain, nourishing countless seeds, bodhisattva encourages us to extend kindness and understanding outward, creating ripples of positivity that benefit everyone around us. Now imagine standing outside during a gentle rainstorm. Feel the cool droplets landing softly on your skin, trickling down your cheeks and soaking into the earth below. Notice how the rain flows effortlessly, without resistance. This natural flow mirrors another key teaching in Buddhism: impermanence. Everything changes, including the weather, our thoughts, and our emotions. By observing rain, we learn to accept life's constant ebb and flow rather than clinging to moments we wish would last forever or wishing away those we'd rather avoid. In fact, rain itself is a beautiful example of impermanence. One moment the sky is heavy with clouds, the next, sunlight breaks through, illuminating the world anew. This cycle reminds us that even the darkest storms eventually pass, making room for brighter days ahead. Can you recall a time when you felt overwhelmed by challenges, only to discover later that things improved? Perhaps it was after a difficult conversation on a stressful project, or a period of personal loss. Reflecting on such experiences helps us trust in life's inherent ability to heal and renew, a lesson rain teaches us time and again. Another powerful aspect of rain lies in its universality. Rain falls indiscriminately, touching every living being regardless of status, background, or circumstance. This impartiality reflects the Buddhist principle of interconnectedness, the understanding that all life is intertwined. Just as rain connects rivers, oceans, and forests, so too are we connected to one another through shared humanity. Every action we take sends ripples outward, influencing the collective whole. And when we act with kindness, generosity, and mindfulness, we contribute positively to this vast web of existence. Consider too the sound of rain. Its steady rhythm creates a sense of calm and continuity, grounding us in the present moment. This is why rain is often used in meditation practices to help quiet the mind and deepen focus. Listening to rain allows us to step out of the chaos of daily life and tune into something larger than ourselves. It reminds us that despite the noise and distractions surrounding us, there exists a stillness within that remains untouched. Buddhist monks have long recognized the meditative power of rain. Many monasteries are built near rivers, lakes, or forests where rain is abundant, providing an ideal environment for contemplation. Monks often incorporate the sound of rain into their chants and prayers, using it as a backdrop for introspection. They see rain not merely as a physical element, but as a teacher, one that speaks directly to the soul, guiding practitioners toward deeper awareness and insight. As we continue our exploration of rain symbolism, let's pause for a moment to reflect on its dual nature. On one hand, rain brings life and renewal. On the other, it can sometimes feel overwhelming, especially during storms. Heavy rains might flood streets, disrupt routines, or evoke feelings of melancholy. Yet even in these moments, rain holds valuable lessons. Storms teach us patience and resilience, reminding us that challenges are temporary and that we possess the strength to endure them. This duality mirrors the human experience. Life is filled with both joy and sorrow, light and shadow. Rather than resisting difficult emotions, Buddhism invites us to embrace them fully, recognizing that they are part of our journey toward wholeness. Rain shows us how to hold space for both beauty and struggle, acknowledging that neither diminishes the other. To further illustrate this point, let's turn to a famous Zen parable known as the sound of one hand clapping. While seemingly paradoxical, this koan challenges us to look beyond conventional thinking and tap into deeper truths. Rain plays a similar role. It defies easy categorization, existing simultaneously as giver and taker, creator and destroyer. By contemplating rain's multifaceted nature, we open ourselves to new perspectives and insights. Now picture yourself sitting quietly in the midst of a rainstorm. Imagine the raindrops falling steadily around you, each one carrying a message of hope and transformation. As you breathe in, visualize inhaling the pure energy of rain, cool, refreshing, and revitalizing. With each exhale, imagine releasing any heaviness or tension you've been carrying. Allow the rain to cleanse you emotionally, washing away doubts, fears, and regrets. Take a few moments now to immerse yourself in this visualization. Feel the rain enveloping you completely, filling every corner of your being with its soothing presence. If thoughts arise, simply observe them without judgment, letting them drift away like leaves floating downstream. Return your attention to the sound and sensation of rain whenever your mind begins to wander. Notice how the rain connects you to something greater than yourself. It links you to the earth beneath your feet, the air you breathe, and the infinite expanse of sky above. This connection fosters a sense of belonging, a reminder that you are never truly alone. Even in moments of solitude, the universe supports you, just as rain sustains the planet. Finally, let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you carry the lessons of rain with you beyond this meditation? Perhaps you could start by noticing rain more intentionally, pausing to appreciate its beauty the next time it falls. Or maybe you'll choose to embody its qualities, practicing patience during challenging times or extending compassion to others in need. Whatever steps you take, know that you're weaving the spirit of rain into your everyday existence, enriching your journey with its timeless wisdom. Rain is more than just water falling from the sky. It's a teacher, a healer, and a source of inspiration. Through its symbolism, we gain access to profound truths about life, interconnectedness, and our own potential for growth. May you carry these insights with you as we move forward together, letting the rain guide you deeper into mindfulness and self-discovery. Chapter 2, Setting an Intention. Welcome back to our journey within the mindful zone. In this chapter, we'll explore one of the most foundational aspects of meditation and mindfulness, setting an intention. An intention acts as a guiding star, illuminating your path and helping you stay aligned with what truly matters. Today we'll use the imagery of rain to deepen this practice, allowing its gentle flow to inspire clarity and purpose in your heart. Before we dive in, let's take a moment to understand why intention is so powerful. In Buddhism, intention, known as katana, is considered the seed from which all actions grow. It shapes not only what we do, but also how we experience life. When our intentions are rooted in kindness, compassion, and wisdom, they create positive ripples that extend far beyond ourselves. On the other hand, when our intentions stem from fear, anger, or attachment, they can lead to suffering for us and for others. Setting an intention isn't about forcing outcomes or controlling the future. Instead, it's about planting a seed of possibility and trusting that it will bloom in its own time. Think of it like planting a tree. You prepare the soil, water the roots, and nurture the sapling, knowing that growth happens naturally over time. Similarly, when you set an intention, you're cultivating fertile ground within yourself, creating space for transformation to unfold organically. Now let's bring this concept into the context of rain. Rain doesn't decide where it falls or how it nourishes the earth. It simply flows according to its nature. Yet, even without conscious effort, rain has a profound impact on everything it touches. Its presence transforms barren landscapes into lush gardens, replenishes rivers and streams, and sustains countless forms of life. In the same way, your intentions ripple outward, influencing your thoughts, words, and actions in ways both seen and unseen. To begin, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright if possible, or lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding onto. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now, ask yourself, what do I wish to cultivate today? Is it peace, clarity, forgiveness, healing? Perhaps you'd like to focus on self-compassion, patience, or gratitude. Whatever arises, hold it lightly in your mind without judgment. There's no right or wrong answer, only what feels authentic to you in this moment. If nothing specific comes to mind, that's perfectly okay. Sometimes simply showing up is enough. You might choose a broader intention, such as, I open myself to whatever I need most, or I embrace the flow of life. Trust that whatever intention emerges is exactly what's meant to guide you today. Once you've identified your intention, repeat it silently to yourself. For example, you might say, may I allow myself to soften. May I release what no longer serves me. May I open my heart to renewal. Feel free to adapt these words to suit your needs, making them as personal and meaningful as possible. Take a few moments now to sit with your intention, letting it resonate deeply within you. Imagine it taking root like a tiny seed buried in rich soil. With each breath, visualize sending nourishment to this seed, warmth, light, and love. Picture it growing stronger with every passing moment, spreading its roots wide and reaching toward the sky. Why is this process so important? Because intentions act as reminders of who we want to be, not just in meditation but in every aspect of our lives. They help us navigate challenges with grace, make decisions with integrity, and connect with others from a place of authenticity. By setting an intention at the start of your day or at the beginning of a meditation session, you give yourself permission to align with your highest values. Let's pause here for a moment to reflect on the power of alignment. Have you ever noticed how certain days feel smoother than others? How some interactions leave you feeling energized, while others drain you? Often this difference comes down to whether your actions are aligned with your intentions. When you move through life with purpose, you create harmony between your inner world and external circumstances. Rain offers a beautiful metaphor for this alignment. Just as rain flows effortlessly, following the contours of the land, so too can we learn to move with ease, adapting to life's twists and turns without resistance. Of course, this doesn't mean avoiding challenges altogether. It means meeting them with openness and trust, knowing that every experience holds potential for growth. To deepen this connection, let's explore a few practical ways to work with intentions throughout your day. One simple technique is to write down your intention and place it somewhere visible, a journal, a sticky note on your mirror, or even your phone background. Having a tangible reminder helps reinforce your commitment and keeps you grounded in your purpose. Another approach is to check in with your intention periodically. Pause at various points during the day, perhaps during breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my intention? If not, what adjustments can I make to realign? These small reflections add up over time, fostering greater mindfulness and consistency. Now let's return to the imagery of rain. Imagine each drop carrying your intention with it as it falls. Visualize these droplets spreading across the earth, touching plants, animals, and people alike. See how your intention expands outward, creating waves of positivity that benefit everyone around you. Remember, even the smallest act of kindness or moment of presence contributes to the greater good. This visualization underscores another key teaching in Buddhism: interconnectedness. Your intentions don't exist in isolation, they ripple outward, influencing the collective whole. When you set an intention rooted in compassion, you contribute to a more peaceful, harmonious world. And when others do the same, their intentions amplify yours, creating a shared field of goodwill. Let's take this idea further by exploring the concept of the collective intention. Imagine millions of people around the globe setting similar intentions simultaneously: peace, healing, unity. While individual efforts may seem small, together they form a powerful force capable of transforming entire communities. This principle reminds us that we're never truly alone. Our actions matter, and our intentions have the potential to uplift humanity as a whole. Returning to your personal practice, consider how setting an intention can enhance your meditation. When you enter a meditative state with a clear purpose, you create a container for deeper exploration and insight. Your intention becomes a focal point, guiding your attention and helping you stay centered amidst distractions. Over time, this practice strengthens your ability to remain mindful not only during meditation but also in everyday situations. For instance, suppose your intention is to cultivate patience. As you go about your day, notice moments when impatience arises, waiting in line, dealing with traffic, or facing delays. Instead of reacting automatically, pause and reconnect with your intention. Breathe deeply, reminding yourself that patience is a choice, one that benefits both you and those around you. Each time you respond with patience rather than frustration, you reinforce your intention and deepen its impact. Similarly, if your intention revolves around forgiveness, observe opportunities to practice letting go of resentment or judgment. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning harmful behavior. It means freeing yourself from the burden of carrying grudges. Like rain washing away dirt, forgiveness cleanses your heart, allowing space for healing and reconciliation. At this point, you might be wondering, what if my intention changes throughout the day? That's completely natural. Life is dynamic and our needs evolve accordingly. Rather than viewing changing intentions as a failure, see them as part of the journey. Flexibility is a hallmark of mindfulness. It allows us to adapt gracefully to shifting circumstances while staying true to our core values. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to your intention. Feel it radiating from your heart center, expanding outward like ripples in a pond. With each exhale, imagine releasing any doubts or fears that might hinder your progress. Trust that your intention is already working behind the scenes, shaping your experiences in subtle yet significant ways. Finally, remind yourself that setting an intention is a gift you give to yourself and the world. It's an act of courage, a declaration that you're ready to step into your fullest potential. Whether your intention is grand or modest, know that it holds immense power. Like rain nourishing the earth, your intentions nourish your spirit, guiding you toward greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the fluidity and beauty of intention setting, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and grace. Chapter 3. Grounding yourself in the present moment. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this chapter, we'll explore one of the most essential practices in mindfulness, grounding yourself in the present moment. Being fully present is like finding shelter under a tree during a storm. It offers protection from the chaos of thoughts about the past or worries about the future. Together, we'll use the imagery of rain to anchor ourselves deeply in the here and now, cultivating a sense of stability and calm that can sustain us throughout our day. Before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on why presence matters so much. In Buddhism, the present moment is often referred to as the only time we truly have. The past has already passed. It exists only in memory. The future hasn't arrived yet. It remains uncertain. All we ever truly possess is the present, the breath we're taking right now, the sensations coursing through our bodies, the sights and sounds surrounding us. When we lose touch with the present moment, we disconnect from life itself. Rain serves as a powerful teacher in this regard. It flows effortlessly, never lingering on where it's been or rushing toward where it's going. Instead, it simply is, moment by moment, drop by drop. By observing rain, we learn to embrace the art of being rather than doing. And this shift in perspective allows us to step out of autopilot mode and into a state of conscious awareness. To ground yourself in the present moment, we first need to become aware of what's happening within your body. Often we carry tension without even realizing it, tight shoulders, clenched jaws, furrowed brows. These physical cues signal stress or anxiety, pulling us away from the present and into the realm of worry. Let's start by scanning your body from head to toe. Begin at the crown of your head. Notice any areas of tightness or discomfort. Is there a heaviness in your forehead? A slight ache behind your eyes? Simply observe these sensations without trying to change them. Now move down to your neck and shoulders. Are they hunched forward or relaxed? Feel the weight of your arms resting naturally at your sides. Continue downward, noticing your chest rising and falling with each breath, your stomach expanding softly, and finally, your legs and feet connecting with the ground beneath you. As you bring awareness to each part of your body, imagine the rain gently washing away any tension or discomfort. Picture warm, soothing droplets cascading over your skin, melting away knots of stress. With every exhale, feel yourself becoming lighter, more open, more grounded. Shift your focus to your breath, the ultimate anchor for the present moment. Your breath is always available to you, no matter where you are or what you're doing. It's a constant reminder that you're alive, that you exist fully in this moment. Take a deep inhale through your nose, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly through your mouth. Repeat this process several times, allowing your breathing to settle into a natural rhythm. Notice how the sound of rain mirrors the flow of your breath. Just as rain falls steadily, so too does your breath rise and fall in a continuous cycle. Use this connection to deepen your awareness. As you inhale, imagine drawing in the cool, refreshing energy of rain. As you exhale, visualize releasing any heaviness or resistance. Let the rain guide you back to the simplicity of breathing. One inhale, one exhale, one moment at a time. While focusing on your breath, you might notice thoughts arising. Perhaps you're thinking about something you need to do later today or replaying a conversation from earlier. That's perfectly normal. Our minds are wired to wander. It's not a failure, but simply part of being human. The key is to acknowledge these thoughts without judgment, then gently redirect your attention to your breath. Imagine placing each thought onto a leaf floating down a river, watching it drift away until it disappears from view. This practice of returning to the present moment builds resilience over time. Each time you catch yourself drifting and bring your focus back, you strengthen your ability to stay centered. Like training a muscle, mindfulness requires patience and repetition, but the rewards are profound: greater clarity, reduced stress, and a deeper connection to life's beauty. Let's expand this exploration by turning our attention to the sounds around us. Rain creates a symphony of textures: the soft patter on leaves, the louder splashes in puddles, the steady drumming on rooftops. Close your eyes if you haven't already, and listen closely. Can you distinguish between these different sounds? Notice how they interweave, creating a rich tapestry of auditory experience. By tuning into the sounds of rain, you're practicing deep listening, a cornerstone of mindfulness. Deep listening involves giving your full attention to what you hear, without analyzing or labeling it. It's about experiencing sound purely as vibration, sensation, and energy. Try this now. Instead of thinking, "That's rain hitting the window," simply feel the sound resonating within you. Allow it to fill your awareness completely, anchoring you firmly in the present moment. This exercise highlights another important aspect of mindfulness: sensory awareness. Our senses, sight, sound, touch, taste, smell, are portals to the present moment. When we engage them fully, we step out of mental chatter and into direct experience. For example, when you feel the coolness of rain against your skin or smell the earthy scent it releases, you're no longer lost in thought. You're fully immersed in the world around you. To deepen this connection, let's incorporate a visualization. Imagine yourself standing barefoot in the middle of a gentle rainstorm. Feel the droplets landing softly on your skin, trickling down your face and soaking into the earth below. Notice how the rain connects you to the ground beneath your feet, rooting you securely in place. Visualize roots extending from the soles of your feet deep into the soil, anchoring you to the planet itself. With each breath, feel yourself growing steadier, more stable, more grounded. This image of rootedness is particularly powerful because it reminds us of our interconnectedness with nature. Just as trees draw nourishment from the earth and give back oxygen to the atmosphere, so too do we exchange energy with the world around us. Every breath we take links us to countless living beings who share this planet with us. By grounding yourself in the present moment, you tap into this web of connection, fostering a sense of belonging and wholeness. Now let's bring this practice into everyday life. How can you stay grounded amidst the busyness of daily routines? One effective technique is to create mindful pauses throughout your day. For instance, before starting a task, take 3 deep breaths, feeling your feet connected to the floor. Or, when washing dishes, pay attention to the warmth of the water, the texture of the sponge, and the sound of water flowing. These small moments of presence accumulate over time, transforming ordinary activities into opportunities for mindfulness. Another approach is to use rain as a reminder to return to the present moment. Whenever you hear rain, or see photos of it, or even think about it, pause and check in with yourself. Where are you right now? What sensations can you feel in your body? What sounds can you hear? By associating rain with mindfulness, you create a trigger that helps you reconnect with the present whenever you need it. Of course, staying present isn't always easy. Life throws distractions at us constantly. Phones buzzing, emails piling up, responsibilities mounting. During these moments, remember that mindfulness is a skill, not a destination. You won't achieve perfection overnight, and that's okay. What matters is showing up consistently, choosing presence over autopilot, even if only for a few seconds at a time. To reinforce this idea, let's consider a parable from Buddhist teachings known as the 2 arrows. Imagine being struck by an arrow, a painful experience, no doubt. Now imagine reacting to that pain by criticizing yourself, worrying about the future, or dwelling on the past. These reactions are like a second arrow, compounding your suffering unnecessarily. Mindfulness teaches us to recognize the first arrow, to feel its sting honestly, and then choose not to shoot the second arrow. By staying present, we reduce unnecessary suffering and cultivate resilience. Returning to the imagery of rain, picture a storm raging outside. Lightning flashes across the sky, thunder rumbles in the distance. Yet inside you remain calm, centered, and still. This contrast illustrates the power of mindfulness. While external circumstances may be chaotic, your inner world can remain peaceful. Rain reminds us that storms are temporary. They pass, leaving behind clear skies and fresh beginnings. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain surrounding you. Imagine yourself rooted deeply in the earth, connected to all living beings through shared existence. With each exhale, release any resistance or distraction, allowing yourself to settle fully into the here and now. Remember, the present moment is a sanctuary, a safe haven from the storms of thought and emotion. By grounding yourself in it, you reclaim your power to navigate life with grace and clarity. Like rain nourishing the earth, your presence nourishes your spirit, guiding you toward greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the beauty and simplicity of presence, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and gratitude. Chapter 4. Visualizing Emotional Cleansing. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this chapter, we'll embark on a deeply transformative journey of visualization of emotional cleansing guided by the imagery of rain. This practice is designed to help you release burdens that may have been weighing on your heart and mind, creating space for lightness, clarity, and renewal. Together, we'll use the metaphor of rain washing away dirt and grime to cleanse your emotional landscape, leaving behind a sense of peace and possibility. Before we begin, let's take a moment to understand why emotional cleansing is so important. Life often leaves us carrying heavy loads, stress from work, unresolved conflicts, fears about the future, or regrets from the past. These emotions aren't inherently bad, they're natural responses to our experiences. However, when left unaddressed, they can accumulate, clouding our thoughts and draining our energy. Over time, this build-up makes it harder to feel joy, connect with others, or navigate challenges with resilience. Rain offers a perfect analogy for emotional cleansing. Just as rain washes away physical impurities, it can also symbolize the process of releasing what no longer serves us emotionally. Imagine standing under a gentle rainstorm, feeling each drop dissolve tension, fear, sadness, or anger. With every breath, you allow these emotions to flow outward, carried away by the rain until only calm remains. To prepare for this visualization, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright if possible, or lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes gently, or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding onto. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now picture yourself standing outside during a gentle rainstorm, your barefoot standing on soft, damp earth. The rain falls steadily around you, soaking your clothes and hair, but you don't mind. It feels refreshing, rather than uncomfortable. Each drop lands softly on your skin, trickling down your arms, legs, and face. As you stand there immersed in the rain, notice how it begins to interact with your emotions. Start by bringing awareness to any feelings you've been carrying recently. Perhaps there's stress related to work or relationships. Maybe there's frustration, guilt, or grief. Whatever arises, hold it lightly in your mind without judgment. Acknowledge its presence, knowing that it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling right now. Once you've identified an emotion, or perhaps several emotions, imagine them taking form within your body. For example, stress might feel like tightness in your chest, while sadness could manifest as heaviness in your stomach. See these emotions as tangible substances like mud or dirt clinging to your skin. They're not part of who you are. They're simply layers that have accumulated over time. Now visualize the rain beginning to wash these layers away. As the droplets fall, they dissolve the mud, carrying it downward until it flows off your body entirely. Watch as the rain cleanses every inch of you, starting at your head and moving down to your toes. With each passing moment, you feel lighter, freer, more open. Let's go deeper into this process. If you're feeling stressed, imagine the rain dissolving knots of tension in your shoulders and neck. Picture the droplets unraveling those tight muscles, replacing stiffness with relaxation. If you're holding on to anger, see the rain cooling fiery sensations in your chest, transforming heat into calm. For sadness, envision the rain lifting the weight pressing on your heart, allowing warmth and light to return. This isn't just about imagining rain, it's about truly experiencing its effects. Feel the relief as emotional burdens begin to lift. Notice how your body responds, muscles relaxing, breathing becoming easier, energy flowing more freely. Trust that the rain knows exactly what you need, washing away what no longer serves you and restoring balance. While visualizing this cleansing process, it's helpful to reflect on the impermanence of emotions. Just as clouds gather and disperse, so too do feelings arise and pass. No matter how intense or overwhelming an emotion may seem, it won't last forever. Rain reminds us of this truth. It teaches us to trust in life's cycles, knowing that storms eventually give way to sunshine. Let's pause here to explore the concept of non-attachment. In Buddhism, attachment to emotions, whether positive or negative, can lead to suffering. When we cling to happiness, we fear its loss. When we resist sadness, we prolong its impact. By practicing non-attachment, we learn to observe emotions without identifying with them. We recognize that they're temporary visitors, not permanent residents of our minds. Returning to the visualization, imagine stepping further into the rain. As the droplets continue to cleanse you, notice how your perspective shifts. Emotions that once felt suffocating now appear smaller, less daunting. You begin to see them for what they truly are, fleeting states of being rather than defining aspects of who you are. This realization empowers you to respond differently to difficult emotions in the future. Instead of reacting impulsively or suppressing them altogether, you can acknowledge their presence with compassion and curiosity. Ask yourself, what is this emotion trying to tell me? What lesson does it hold? Often emotions carry valuable insights if we're willing to listen. For instance, stress might signal the need for rest or boundaries. Anger could point to unmet needs or violated values. Sadness might indicate a longing for connection or healing. By approaching emotions with mindfulness, we transform them from obstacles into opportunities for growth. Now let's expand this practice beyond individual emotions to encompass your entire emotional landscape. Imagine the rain washing away not only recent feelings but also older wounds, hurts from childhood, disappointments from past relationships, regrets about missed chances. See these layers dissolving one by one, leaving behind a clean slate. It's important to note that this doesn't mean erasing memories or pretending pain never happened. Healing isn't about forgetting, it's about integrating. As the rain cleanses you, it also nourishes new growth, wisdom gained from experience, strength forged through adversity, compassion born from vulnerability. Like seeds sprouting after a storm, your healed self emerges stronger and more resilient. To deepen this transformation, let's incorporate a mantra into the visualization. Silently repeat the following phrase as you stand in the rain. I release what no longer serves me. I welcome peace and clarity. Feel free to adapt these words to suit your needs, making them as personal and meaningful as possible. Let the repetition reinforce your intention, helping you stay focused on the cleansing process. As you continue visualizing, notice how the rain connects you to something greater than yourself. It links you to the earth beneath your feet, the air you breathe, and the infinite expanse of sky above. This connection fosters a sense of belonging, a reminder that you're never truly alone. Even in moments of solitude, the universe supports you, just as rain sustains the planet. Let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you carry the lessons of emotional cleansing with you beyond this meditation? One practical step is to create mindful pauses throughout your day. Whenever you notice strong emotions arising, pause and check in with yourself. Where do you feel the emotion in your body? What message might it be conveying? Use these moments to practice observing without judgment, fostering greater emotional intelligence over time. Another approach is to use rain as a reminder to return to this visualization whenever you need it. Whether you hear actual rain falling outside or simply think about it, take a few moments to reconnect with the image of cleansing droplets, washing away emotional burdens. By associating rain with mindfulness, you create a trigger that helps you access inner peace whenever you need it most. Of course, emotional cleansing isn't a one-time event. It's an ongoing practice. Life will inevitably bring new challenges, triggering fresh waves of emotion. But with each cleansing session, you build resilience, learning to navigate storms with grace and courage. Rain teaches us that even the heaviest rains eventually pass, making room for clear skies ahead. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain surrounding you. Imagine yourself standing in the midst of the cleansing storm, fully immersed in its purifying embrace. With each exhale, release any lingering resistance or doubt, allowing yourself to settle fully into the experience. Remember, emotional cleansing is a gift you give to yourself, a declaration that you deserve peace, clarity, and renewal. By releasing what no longer serves you, you create space for positivity, creativity, and joy to flourish. Like rain nourishing the earth, your cleansing journey nourishes your spirit, guiding you toward greater wholeness and fulfillment. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the power of emotional cleansing, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and gratitude. Chapter 5: Cultivating Compassion Through Rain. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this chapter, we'll explore one of the most profound practices in mindfulness and Buddhism, cultivating compassion, both for ourselves and for others. Compassion is like rain. It nourishes, heals, and connects us to something greater than ourselves. Together, we'll use the imagery of rain to deepen our understanding of compassion, allowing its gentle flow to inspire kindness, empathy, and love in every corner of our lives. Before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on why compassion matters so much. In Buddhism, compassion, karuna, is considered one of the highest virtues, a quality that lies at the heart of enlightenment. It's not just about feeling sorry for someone or offering sympathy. True compassion involves recognizing suffering, whether it's ours or someone else's, and responding with genuine care and action. When we cultivate compassion, we create a ripple effect that benefits not only ourselves but also everyone around us. Rain serves as a beautiful metaphor for compassion. Just as rain falls indiscriminately, touching every living being regardless of status, background, or circumstance, so too does compassion extend universally. It doesn't discriminate, it flows freely, meeting needs wherever they arise. By aligning ourselves with the spirit of rain, we learn to embody this same boundless generosity, nurturing the world with acts of kindness and understanding. To begin, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright if possible, or lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now, picture yourself standing outside during a gentle rainstorm, your barefoot standing on soft, damp earth. The rain falls steadily around you, soaking your clothes and hair, but you don't mind. It feels refreshing rather than uncomfortable. Each drop lands softly on your skin, trickling down your arms, legs, and face. As you stand there immersed in the rain, notice how it begins to awaken a sense of compassion within you. Let's start by focusing on self-compassion, a foundation upon which all other forms of compassion are built. Often we're quick to offer kindness and support to others, but hesitate to extend the same grace to ourselves. We criticize our mistakes, dwell on perceived shortcomings, or push ourselves relentlessly without pause. Just as rain nurtures plants without judgment, but so too must we nurture ourselves with unconditional acceptance. Imagine the rain washing away any harsh self-talk or feelings of inadequacy you've been carrying. Picture each negative thought dissolving like dirt in water, carried away until only clarity remains. With each passing moment, feel lighter, freer, more open. Silently repeat the following phrase to yourself. I am worthy of love and compassion. I forgive myself for my imperfections. Let these words resonate deeply within you, reinforcing your commitment to treating yourself with kindness. Self-compassion isn't about indulgence or avoidance, it's about acknowledging pain honestly and responding with care. For example, if you're struggling with stress or disappointment, instead of berating yourself, try saying, "This is hard right now, but I'm doing my best. I deserve patience and understanding." This simple shift in perspective can transform how you relate to challenges, fostering resilience and emotional well-being. Now let's expand this practice to include others. Imagine the rain flowing outward from your body, reaching those around you, family members, friends, colleagues, even strangers. Visualize it cleansing their burdens just as it has cleansed yours. See each person bathed in the soothing embrace of rain, their hearts opening to receive compassion. To deepen this visualization, let's incorporate a traditional Buddhist practice called metta, or loving-kindness meditation. Begin by silently repeating the following phrases, directing them first toward yourself. May I be happy. May I be healthy, or may I be safe. May I live with ease. Feel the warmth of these wishes filling your heart, creating a sense of peace and contentment. Once you've connected with this feeling, gradually extend the same wishes to others. Start with someone you love dearly, a partner, parent, child, or close friend. Picture them standing beside you in the rain, receiving its healing energy. Silently repeat the phrases again, replacing I with you. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. May you live with ease. Next, bring to mind someone you feel neutral about, perhaps an acquaintance or co-worker. Even though you don't share a deep bond, imagine them benefiting from the rain's compassion. Repeat the phrases once more, directing them toward this person. Finally, challenge yourself to extend compassion to someone you find difficult to connect with, someone who may have hurt you or caused frustration. While this step can feel challenging, remember that compassion isn't about condoning harmful behavior, it's about recognizing shared humanity. Everyone experiences pain and struggle, including those who act unkindly. By wishing them well, you release resentment and foster healing, not just for them, but for yourself as well. Let's pause here to reflect on the power of interconnectedness. Just as rain connects rivers, oceans, and forests, so too are we connected to one another through shared humanity. Every action we take sends ripples outward, influencing the collective whole. When we act with compassion, we contribute positively to this vast web of existence, and when others do the same, their compassion amplifies ours, creating a shared field of goodwill. Returning to the imagery of rain, imagine its droplets spreading across the earth, touching plants, animals, and people alike. See how your compassion expands outward, creating waves of positivity that benefit everyone around you. Remember, even the smallest act of kindness or moment of presence contributes to a more peaceful, harmonious world. Now, let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you cultivate compassion amidst the busyness of everyday routines? One effective technique is to practice mindful listening. When someone speaks to you, give them your full attention without interrupting, judging, or planning your response. Simply listen with an open heart, allowing their words to land softly like raindrops. This act alone can strengthen relationships and foster deeper connections. Another approach is to perform small acts of kindness throughout your day. Hold the door open for a stranger, smile at a passerby, or offer words of encouragement to a colleague. These gestures may seem insignificant, but they plant seeds of compassion that grow exponentially over time. Like rain nourishing countless seeds, your actions inspire others to pay it forward, creating a chain reaction of goodwill. Of course, cultivating compassion isn't always easy. Life often presents situations that test our ability to remain kind and empathetic. Conflicts with loved ones, disagreements at work, or encounters with hostility. During these moments, remember that mindfulness is a skill, not a destination. You won't achieve perfection overnight, and that's okay. What matters is showing up consistently, choosing compassion over reactivity, even if only for a few seconds at a time. To reinforce this idea, let's consider a parable from Buddhist teachings known as the mustard seed. In this story, a grieving mother seeks help from the Buddha after losing her child. He instructs her to collect mustard seeds from households where no one has died. Unable to find such a home, she realizes that suffering is universal. All beings experience loss and pain. This realization transforms her grief into compassion, helping her reconnect with life. Rain reminds us of this truth. It touches everyone equally, reminding us that suffering is part of the human condition. By embracing this reality, we develop greater empathy for others, recognizing that we're all navigating storms together. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain surrounding you. Imagine yourself standing in the midst of the compassionate storm, fully immersed in its purifying embrace. With each exhale, release any lingering resistance or doubt, allowing yourself to settle fully into the experience. Remember, compassion is a gift you give to yourself and the world, a declaration that you choose love over fear, connection over isolation. By extending kindness to yourself and others, you create a ripple effect that uplifts humanity as a whole. Like rain nourishing the earth, your compassion nourishes your spirit, guiding you toward greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the power of compassion, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and gratitude. Chapter 6. Finding Joy in Imperfection. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this chapter, we'll explore one of the most liberating perspectives mindfulness can offer: finding joy in imperfection. Life is rarely picture perfect. It's messy, unpredictable, and full of cracks. Yet, within those cracks lies extraordinary beauty, waiting to be discovered. Together, we'll use the imagery of rain to embrace imperfection, not as something to fix or avoid, but as a source of wonder, resilience, and profound contentment. Before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on why imperfection matters so much. In many cultures, perfection is often idealized: the flawless Instagram post, the perfectly organized workspace, the meticulously planned life. But chasing perfection comes at a cost. It creates pressure, fuels dissatisfaction, and blinds us to the richness of reality. What if, instead of striving for an unattainable standard, we learn to celebrate the quirks, flaws, and irregularities that make life uniquely beautiful? Rain offers a perfect metaphor for imperfection. Its droplets fall unevenly, splashing unpredictably across surfaces. Some land softly, others create ripples, and still others evaporate before reaching the ground. There's no uniformity in rain, yet its lack of perfection makes it all the more enchanting. Just as rain reminds us that beauty exists in asymmetry, so too does mindfulness teach us to find joy in the imperfect moments of our lives. To prepare for this exploration, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright if possible, or lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slow, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now picture yourself standing outside during a gentle rainstorm. You're barefoot, standing on uneven ground, perhaps a patch of grass dotted with stones and twigs. The rain falls steadily around you, soaking your clothes and hair. But you don't mind. It feels refreshing rather than uncomfortable. Each drop lands softly on your skin, trickling down your arms, legs, and face. As you stand there, immersed in the rain, notice how it begins to awaken a sense of acceptance within you. Let's start by reflecting on the Japanese aesthetic principle known as wabi-sabi. This concept celebrates the beauty of impermanence, imperfection, and incompleteness. It invites us to see value in things that are flawed, transient, or incomplete, qualities that Western culture often dismisses as undesirable. For example, a cracked ceramic bowl repaired with gold lacquer becomes more valuable because of its history and uniqueness. Similarly, a tree bent by years of wind and storms tells a story of endurance and adaptation. Rain embodies wabi-sabi beautifully. Its patterns are never identical. Its effects vary depending on the landscape it touches. Sometimes it creates vibrant rainbows. Other times it leaves behind muddy puddles. Both outcomes are equally valid, equally natural. By observing rain, we learn to appreciate the fleeting and imperfect aspects of life, recognizing their inherent worth. Now bring your attention to your own life. Think about areas where you've judged yourself harshly for falling short of perfection. Perhaps it's a project you didn't complete exactly as planned, a relationship that didn't unfold the way you hoped, or a personal goal you haven't yet achieved. Whatever arises, hold it lightly in your mind without judgment. Acknowledge its presence, knowing that it's okay to feel disappointed or frustrated, but also remind yourself that imperfection is part of being human. Imagine the rain washing away these judgments, dissolving them like dirt in water. Picture each critical thought flowing downward until it disappears entirely. With each passing moment, feel lighter, freer, more open. Silently repeat the following phrase to yourself: I am enough as I am. My imperfections are part of my story. Let these words resonate deeply within you, reinforcing your commitment to embracing authenticity over perfection. To deepen this practice, let's incorporate a visualization. Imagine yourself sitting in a cozy room during a rainstorm. The windows are slightly fogged and droplets streak the glass unevenly. On the table before you sits a chipped teacup filled with steaming tea. Beside it lies an old, dog-eared book whose pages have yellowed with age. These objects aren't pristine, they bear the marks of time and use, but they radiate warmth and character. They tell stories of comfort, companionship, and resilience. Now, shift your focus to your own imperfections. Maybe it's a scar on your skin, a mistake you made recently, or a trait you've always wished were different. Instead of seeing these aspects as flaws, try viewing them as evidence of growth. Scars signify healing, mistakes provide lessons. Traits once seen as weaknesses may actually be strengths in disguise. Like the chipped teacup or weathered book, your imperfections add depth and texture to your life, making you who you are today. Let's pause here to explore the concept of self-compassion in relation to imperfection. Often we judge ourselves harshly for not meeting external standards, believing that only perfection will earn us love or approval. But true connection stems from vulnerability, not perfection. When we share our authentic selves, including our flaws, we invite others to do the same, fostering deeper relationships and mutual understanding. Returning to the imagery of rain, imagine its droplets touching every surface indiscriminately. It doesn't favor smooth glass over cracked wood or pristine flowers over wilted ones. Instead, it embraces everything equally, nurturing growth and transformation wherever it lands. By aligning ourselves with this spirit, we learn to extend compassion not only to ourselves but also to the imperfect world around us. Now let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you cultivate joy in imperfection amidst the busyness of everyday routines? One effective technique is to adopt a beginner's mindset, a cornerstone of mindfulness. Approach each task with curiosity and openness, letting go of preconceived notions about how things should turn out. Whether you're cooking dinner, writing an email, or tidying up your space, focus on the process rather than the result. Celebrate small victories along the way, even if the final outcome isn't flawless. Another approach is to create rituals that honor imperfection. For example, spend time journaling about moments when you felt proud despite not achieving perfection. Write letters to yourself acknowledging your efforts regardless of success or failure, or simply take a walk in nature observing how trees, rocks and streams embody wabi-sabi through their asymmetry and weathering. These practices help reframe imperfection as a source of strength rather than shame. Of course, embracing imperfection isn't always easy. Society often rewards conformity and penalizes deviation from norms, making it challenging to resist the pull toward perfectionism. During these moments, remember that mindfulness is a skill, not a destination. You won't achieve mastery overnight, and that's okay. What matters is showing up consistently, choosing acceptance over criticism, even if only for a few seconds at a time. To reinforce this idea, let's consider a parable from Zen Buddhism known as the broken pot. In this story, a monk carries water daily using 2 pots tied to either end of a pole. One pot is flawless, while the other has a crack, causing it to leak water along the path. Over time, the monk notices that the leaking pot waters wildflowers growing beside the trail, creating a vibrant garden. Though initially ashamed of its flaw, the cracked pot comes to realize that its imperfection serves a higher purpose. Rain reminds us of this truth. It nourishes countless forms of life, including those that thrive in unexpected places. By embracing imperfection, we discover hidden gifts within ourselves and the world around us. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain surrounding you. And imagine yourself standing in the midst of the imperfect storm, fully immersed in its purifying embrace. With each exhale, release any lingering resistance or doubt, allowing yourself to settle fully into the experience. Remember, imperfection is not something to overcome, it's something to cherish. By finding joy in the cracks and crevices of life, you unlock a reservoir of creativity, resilience and gratitude. Like rain nourishing the earth, your acceptance of imperfection nourishes your spirit, guiding you toward greater peace, joy and fulfillment. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the beauty in imperfection, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and grace. Chapter 7. Working with Difficult Emotions. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this chapter, we'll delve into one of the most challenging yet transformative aspects of mindfulness, working with difficult emotions. Life is full of storms, moments of sadness, anger, fear, and grief that can feel overwhelming and isolating. But just as rain teaches us about impermanence and renewal, it also shows us how to sit with discomfort and find strength in vulnerability. Together, we'll use the imagery of rain to navigate these challenging emotions, by learning to embrace them rather than resist them, and discovering the profound growth they can inspire. Before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on why difficult emotions are so important. In Buddhism, suffering, dukkha, is seen not as something to avoid, but as an inherent part of existence. It arises from our attachment to fleeting pleasures, our aversion to pain, and our resistance to change. While these emotions may feel unbearable in the moment, they hold valuable lessons if we're willing to listen. By leaning into discomfort instead of pushing it away, we cultivate resilience, wisdom, and compassion for ourselves and others. Rain serves as a powerful metaphor for difficult emotions. Sometimes it falls gently, nourishing the earth with its presence. Other times it arrives as a fierce storm, shaking trees and flooding rivers. Yet even the heaviest rains eventually pass, making room for clear skies ahead. Similarly, emotions, no matter how intense, are temporary. They arise, linger for a time, and then dissolve, leaving behind insights and opportunities for growth. To prepare for this exploration, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright, if possible, or lie down, If that feels better for your body, close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now picture yourself standing outside during a storm. The wind whips around you and rain pours down in sheets, drenching your clothes and hair. Lightning flashes across the sky, followed by the rumble of thunder. At first you may feel uneasy, perhaps even afraid, but remind yourself that you're safe. This storm is here to teach you something important. Let's start by acknowledging the reality of difficult emotions. Often when feelings like anger, sadness, or fear arise, our instinct is to suppress them or distract ourselves. We turn to food, social media, work, or other activities to numb the pain. But avoidance only prolongs suffering, it doesn't eliminate it. Instead, try viewing these emotions as messengers carrying vital information. Ask yourself, what is this feeling trying to tell me? What need isn't being met? What wound am I being invited to heal? Imagine the rain washing over you, dissolving layers of resistance. Picture each drop, cleansing areas of tightness, heaviness, or heat within your body. As the rain flows downward, notice how these sensations begin to shift, not disappearing entirely, but becoming more manageable. You're not trying to fix anything right now, you're simply allowing emotions to exist without judgment. To deepen this practice, let's incorporate a visualization inspired by Buddhist teachings on non-attachment. Imagine yourself sitting beside a rushing river swollen with rainwater. On the surface of the water float leaves, each representing a thought or emotion you've been carrying. Some leaves are dark and heavy, symbolizing difficult feelings like anger or grief. Others are lighter, signifying fleeting thoughts or minor worries. Rather than grabbing at the leaves or trying to push them away, simply observe them as they drift past. Notice their shapes, colors, and movements. If a particular leaf catches your attention, perhaps one labeled fear or regret, acknowledge it without clinging to it. Silently say to yourself, I see you. Thank you for showing up. I don't need to hold on to you anymore. Then watch as the current carries it downstream, out of sight. This exercise underscores a key principle of mindfulness. Emotions are visitors, not permanent residents. When we stop resisting them, they lose their power to overwhelm us. Like rain falling into a river, difficult emotions flow through us naturally if we allow them to. Now let's explore the concept of equanimity, the ability to remain balanced and centered in the face of life's ups and downs. Equanimity doesn't mean suppressing emotions or pretending everything is fine. Rather, it involves observing experiences with clarity and compassion without getting swept away by reactivity. Rain illustrates this beautifully. It flows effortlessly, adapting to the contours of the land without resistance. Returning to the visualization, imagine the storm beginning to subside. The rain slows to a drizzle, and the thunder fades into silence. Sunlight breaks through the clouds, casting golden rays across the landscape. Notice how the world looks different after the storm, cleansed, refreshed, renewed. Similarly, when we sit with difficult emotions, we emerge stronger and wiser, having gained insight into our inner workings. Let's pause here to reflect on the role of self-compassion in working with difficult emotions. Often we compound suffering by criticizing ourselves for feeling sad, angry, or afraid. We might think, I shouldn't be upset about this, or why can't I just get over it? These judgments only add fuel to the fire, intensifying our pain. Instead, try offering yourself kindness and understanding. Silently repeat phrases like, may I give myself permission to feel what I'm feeling, May I meet this moment with courage and openness. May I trust that this too shall pass. Feel the warmth of these wishes filling your heart, creating a sense of safety and acceptance. Self-compassion reminds us that we're human, that everyone experiences storms, and that we deserve care and support, especially during tough times. Now let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you apply these principles when faced with challenging emotions? One effective technique is to create mindful pauses throughout your day. Whenever you notice strong emotions arising, pause and check in with yourself. Where do you feel the emotion in your body? What message might it be conveying? Use these moments to practice observing without judgment, fostering greater emotional intelligence over time. Another approach is to journal about your experiences. Write freely about what you're feeling without censoring or analyzing. Sometimes putting words to emotions helps release their intensity, providing clarity and relief. You might also consider sharing your struggles with a trusted friend or therapist, creating space for connection and support. Of course, working with difficult emotions isn't always easy. Life often presents situations that test our ability to remain grounded, conflicts with loved ones, setbacks at work, or unexpected losses. During these moments, remember that mindfulness is a skill, not a destination. You won't achieve mastery overnight, and that's okay. What matters is showing up consistently, choosing awareness over avoidance, even if only for a few seconds at a time. To reinforce this idea, let's consider a parable from Buddhist teachings known as the second arrow. Imagine being struck by an arrow, a painful experience, no doubt. Now imagine reacting to that pain by criticizing yourself, worrying about the future, or dwelling on the past. These reactions are like a second arrow, compounding your suffering unnecessarily. Mindfulness teaches us to recognize the first arrow, to feel its sting honestly, and then choose not to shoot the second arrow. By staying present, we reduce unnecessary suffering and cultivate resilience. Rain reminds us of this truth. It teaches us to weather storms with grace and trust. While external circumstances may be chaotic, our inner world can remain peaceful. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we reclaim our power to navigate life with clarity and calm. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain surrounding you. Imagine yourself standing in the midst of the storm, fully immersed in its purifying embrace. With each exhale, release any lingering resistance or doubt, allowing yourself to settle fully into the experience. Remember, difficult emotions are not enemies, they're teachers. By embracing them rather than resisting them, we unlock hidden strengths and insights that guide us toward greater wholeness. Like rain nourishing the earth, your willingness to sit with discomfort nourishes your spirit, helping you grow stronger and more resilient. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the power of presence, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and gratitude. Chapter 8. Strengthening Mindfulness Habits. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this chapter, we'll focus on one of the most practical yet transformative aspects of mindfulness, strengthening habits that support your well-being. While meditation sessions like this one are incredibly valuable, true mindfulness extends far beyond formal practice. It becomes a way of living. Together, we'll explore how to integrate mindfulness into your daily routines, using the imagery of rain to inspire consistency, patience, and joy in cultivating these habits. Before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on why habits matter so much. Habits shape our lives more than we often realize. They determine how we spend our time, how we respond to challenges, and ultimately, how fulfilled we feel. Yet many of us struggle to establish meaningful routines, especially when it comes to mindfulness practices. We may start with enthusiasm, but lose momentum over time, overwhelmed by busyness or self-doubt. Rain offers a beautiful metaphor for habit building, just as droplets fall steadily, nourishing the earth drop by drop. Mindfulness habits grow stronger through consistent effort. Each small action you take, whether it's pausing to breathe deeply, savoring a meal mindfully, or noticing the sensation of rain on your skin, adds up over time, creating profound shifts in your awareness and well-being. To prepare for this exploration, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright if possible, or lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now picture yourself sitting outside during a gentle rainstorm. You're seated on a wooden bench beneath the shelter of an old tree. Rain falls steadily around you, soaking the ground and filling the air with its earthy scent. Imagine a warm cup of tea resting in your hands, its steam rising gently in the cool breeze. This simple scene embodies mindfulness in action, a quiet appreciation for the ordinary moments that make life extraordinary. Let's start by reflecting on the importance of intentionality in building mindfulness habits. Often we move through our days on autopilot, reacting to external demands without pausing to consider what truly matters. Mindfulness invites us to slow down, tune in, and choose actions aligned with our values. For example, instead of rushing through breakfast while scrolling through emails, you might decide to eat slowly, savoring each bite and noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas. Imagine the rain guiding you toward greater intentionality. As each droplet falls, it reminds you to pause and check in with yourself. Ask, what am I doing right now? Why am I doing it? Is this choice serving my highest good? These questions help you stay grounded in the present moment, fostering clarity and purpose. To deepen this practice, let's incorporate specific strategies for integrating mindfulness into everyday activities. One effective technique is to identify mindful triggers, moments throughout your day that naturally lend themselves to presence. For instance, washing dishes. Instead of rushing through this chore, focus on the sensations, the warmth of the water, the texture of the sponge, the sound of plates clinking together. Use this time to cultivate gratitude for having clean dishes and a home to care for. Walking. Whether you're commuting to work or strolling through a park, pay attention to the rhythm of your steps, the feeling of your feet connecting with the ground, and the sights and sounds around you. Walking in the rain can be particularly meditative. Notice how the droplets land on your skin or umbrella, creating a symphony of textures. Drinking tea or coffee. Before taking your first sip, pause to appreciate the aroma, the warmth of the mug in your hands, and the effort that went into preparing your beverage. Silently thank yourself for carving out this moment of stillness. By associating mindfulness with familiar activities, you transform routine tasks into opportunities for connection and growth. Over time, these micro moments accumulate, reshaping your relationship with the world around you. Now, let's explore the role of consistency in strengthening mindfulness habits. Like rain nurturing plants, mindfulness requires regular attention to flourish. It's not about achieving perfection or meditating for hours each day. It's about showing up consistently, even in small ways. Research shows that habits form through repetition and reinforcement, which means progress depends less on intensity and more on frequency. To build consistency, start small. Commit to just 5 minutes of mindful breathing each morning or evening. Place reminders in visible places, a sticky note on your mirror, a notification on your phone, to prompt you to pause and reconnect with the present moment. Gradually increase the duration or complexity of your practice as it becomes second nature. Let's pause here to reflect on the power of non-judgmental awareness in habit building. Often we sabotage our efforts by criticizing ourselves for slipping up or falling short of expectations. If you miss a day of meditation or forget to practice mindful eating, resist the urge to label yourself as lazy or inadequate. Instead, approach setbacks with curiosity and compassion. Ask, what got in the way? How can I adjust my plan to better suit my needs? Remember, every step forward, even imperfect ones, counts toward your overall progress. Returning to the imagery of rain, imagine its droplets flowing effortlessly, adapting to the contours of the land. Sometimes they pool in puddles, other times they seep into cracks and crevices. Similarly, mindfulness habits evolve organically, finding their own rhythm within the context of your life. Trust that whatever pace feels sustainable for you is enough. Now let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you design a personalized mindfulness routine that fits seamlessly into your schedule? One helpful exercise is to map out your typical day, identifying moments when you could incorporate mindfulness. For example, upon waking, spend 2 minutes focusing on your breath before reaching for your phone. During lunch, step away from your desk and eat outdoors, paying attention to the colors and smells of your food. Before bed, jot down 3 things you're grateful for, reflecting on the positive experiences of your day. Experiment with different practices until you find what resonates most deeply with you. There's no one-size-fits-all approach to mindfulness. What works for someone else may not align with your personality or lifestyle. Embrace the process of discovery, trusting that you'll uncover tools and techniques uniquely suited to your journey. Of course, maintaining mindfulness habits isn't always easy. Life often presents obstacles that test our resolve, busy schedules, unexpected stresses, or simply losing motivation over time. During these moments, remember that mindfulness is a skill, not a destination. You won't achieve mastery overnight, and that's okay. What matters is staying committed to the process, choosing presence over distraction, even if only for a few seconds at a time. To reinforce this idea, let's consider a parable from Buddhist teachings known as the bamboo grove. In this story, a young monk asks his teacher how long it takes to become enlightened. The teacher replies, "It takes as long as it takes." Frustrated, the monk presses further, seeking a definitive timeline. Laughing, the teacher explains, just as bamboo grows unseen beneath the soil for years before breaking through the surface, so too does enlightenment unfold gradually, invisibly, until the conditions are ripe. Rain reminds us of this truth. It teaches us to trust in the unseen work happening beneath the surface. Even when progress feels slow or imperceptible, know that each mindful moment contributes to your growth, laying the foundation for lasting change. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain surrounding you. Imagine yourself standing in the midst of the mindful storm, fully immersed in its purifying embrace. With each exhale, release any lingering resistance or doubt, allowing yourself to settle fully into the experience. Remember, mindfulness habits are gifts you give to yourself, a declaration that you deserve peace, clarity, and fulfillment. By weaving presence into your daily life, you create a ripple effect that uplifts not only yourself, but also everyone around you. Like rain nourishing the earth, your commitment to mindfulness nourishes your spirit, guiding you toward greater joy, resilience, and connection. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the beauty in consistency, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and gratitude. Chapter 9. Connecting with Nature's Wisdom. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this chapter, we'll explore one of the most profound sources of inspiration and guidance available to us, nature's wisdom. From the steady rhythm of rain to the resilience of trees, the natural world holds lessons that can transform how we navigate life's challenges and find meaning in its beauty. Together, we'll use the imagery of rain to deepen our connection with nature, allowing its timeless teachings to guide us toward greater mindfulness, compassion, and peace. Before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on why nature matters so much. In Buddhism, the interconnectedness of all living beings is a central teaching. What affects one part of the web affects the whole. Modern life, however, often pulls us away from this truth. We spend hours indoors, glued to screens, disconnected from the rhythms of the earth. Yet when we step outside, even briefly, we're reminded of something essential. We are not separate from nature, we are nature. By reconnecting with the natural world, we tap into a wellspring of insight and healing that nourishes both body and soul. Rain serves as a perfect teacher in this regard. It flows effortlessly, adapting to the contours of the land without resistance. It nurtures countless forms of life, from towering trees to delicate flowers, and it reminds us of impermanence, the way storms eventually give way to sunshine and dry spells yield to renewal. Through rain, we learn patience, adaptability, and surrender, qualities that enrich every aspect of our lives. To prepare for this exploration, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright if possible, or lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now, picture yourself standing barefoot in a lush forest during a gentle rainstorm. The ground beneath your feet is damp and cool, softened by layers of fallen leaves. Rain falls steadily around you, soaking your clothes and hair, but you don't mind. It feels refreshing rather than uncomfortable. Each drop lands softly on your skin, trickling down your arms, legs, and face. As you stand there immersed in the rain, notice how it begins to awaken a sense of connection within you. Let's start by exploring the wisdom of water itself, one of nature's most powerful elements. Water teaches us about flow and flexibility, and it doesn't resist obstacles. Instead, it finds creative ways to move forward, whether carving paths through mountains or pooling in basins. Similarly, mindfulness invites us to embrace life's twists and turns with openness and curiosity. When challenges arise, ask yourself, how can I flow around this difficulty rather than pushing against it? What unexpected opportunities might emerge from this situation? Imagine the rain guiding you toward greater adaptability. As each droplet falls, it mirrors the ever-changing nature of existence. Life is unpredictable, full of ups and downs, joys and sorrows. By aligning ourselves with the spirit of rain, we learn to trust in life's cycles, knowing that even the darkest storms eventually pass. To deepen this practice, let's incorporate a visualization inspired by Buddhist teachings on impermanence. Imagine yourself sitting beside a rushing river swollen with rainwater. On the surface of the water float leaves, each representing a thought, emotion, or experience you've been carrying. Some leaves are dark and heavy, symbolizing difficult feelings like anger or grief. Others are lighter, signifying fleeting thoughts or minor worries. Rather than grabbing at the leaves or trying to push them away, simply observe them as they drift past. Notice their shapes, colors, and movements. If a particular leaf catches your attention, perhaps one labeled fear or regret, acknowledge it without clinging to it. Silently say to yourself, I see you, thank you for showing up, I don't need to hold on to you anymore. Then watch as the current carries it downstream, out of sight. This exercise underscores a key principle of mindfulness. Everything changes. Just as rain transforms landscapes over time, so too do our thoughts, emotions, and circumstances evolve. By staying present, we witness these shifts without attachment, cultivating resilience and equanimity. Now let's expand this reflection to include the broader ecosystem. Imagine the rain nourishing plants, animals, and microorganisms alike, creating a harmonious balance that sustains life. Trees reach skyward, drawing strength from roots buried deep in the soil. Birds flit between branches, spreading seeds that will grow into future forests. Even seemingly insignificant creatures like worms play vital roles aerating the earth and recycling nutrients. Nature thrives because it operates in harmony, a reminder that our actions ripple outward, influencing the collective whole. When we act with kindness, generosity, and mindfulness, we contribute positively to this vast web of existence. And when others do the same, their efforts amplify ours, creating a shared field of goodwill. Returning to the imagery of rain, imagine its droplets spreading across the earth, touching plants, animals, and people alike. See how your mindfulness expands outward, creating waves of positivity that benefit everyone around you. Remember, even the smallest act of presence or compassion contributes to a more peaceful, harmonious world. Let's pause here to reflect on the role of gratitude in connecting with nature's wisdom. Often we overlook the abundance surrounding us, the clean air we breathe, the food we eat, the shelter we inhabit. Gratitude shifts our perspective, helping us recognize the countless gifts nature provides. Try this simple exercise. Throughout your day, pause periodically to appreciate the natural world. Whether it's admiring a blooming flower, feeling the sun on your face, or listening to birdsong, take a moment to silently thank the earth for its generosity. Gratitude fosters reciprocity, a desire to give back to the planet that sustains us. This could mean planting a tree, reducing waste, or supporting conservation efforts. Every action, no matter how small, makes a difference. Like rain nourishing the earth, your care and attention help heal the wounds humanity has inflicted on the environment. Now, let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you strengthen your connection with nature amidst the busyness of everyday routines? One effective technique is to create mindful pauses outdoors. Step outside during a break at work, sit on a park bench, or simply stand under an open sky. Pay attention to the sensations, the breeze on your skin, the rustle of leaves, the scent of rain-soaked earth. These moments ground you in the present, fostering clarity and calm. Another approach is to engage in activities that immerse you in nature, such as hiking, gardening, or bird watching. Focus on observing details you might otherwise miss, the intricate patterns on a leaf, the variety of bird calls, the interplay of light and shadow. Each observation deepens your appreciation for the complexity and beauty of the natural world. Of course, connecting with nature isn't always easy. Urban environments, demanding schedules, and personal limitations can make it challenging to spend extended time outdoors. During these moments, remember that mindfulness is a skill, not a destination. You won't achieve mastery overnight, and that's okay. What matters is showing up consistently, choosing presence over distraction, even if only for a few seconds at a time. To reinforce this idea, let's consider a parable from indigenous teachings known as the web of life. In this story, a spider spins a web, demonstrating how every thread connects to the whole. Damaging one strand weakens the entire structure, while strengthening it benefits everyone. Nature operates similarly. Our choices affect not only ourselves, but also future generations and the health of the planet. Rain reminds us of this truth. It teaches us to honor the interconnectedness of all things. By embracing our role within the web of life, we cultivate humility, responsibility, and love for the world around us. Let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain surrounding you. Imagine yourself standing in the midst of the mindful storm, fully immersed in its purifying embrace. With each exhale, release any lingering resistance or doubt, allowing yourself to settle fully into the experience. Remember, nature's wisdom is always available to us, a source of guidance, inspiration, and solace. By connecting with the natural world, we unlock hidden strengths and insights that guide us toward greater wholeness. Like rain nourishing the earth, your willingness to embrace nature's lessons nourishes your spirit, helping you grow stronger and more resilient. Carry this awareness with you as we continue our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the beauty in interconnectedness, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and gratitude. Chapter 10. Gratitude, Integration. Welcome back to the Mindful Zone. In this final chapter, we'll focus on one of the most transformative practices mindfulness offers, gratitude, and how it helps us integrate everything we've explored so far into our daily lives. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a way of seeing the world through a lens of abundance and connection. Together, we'll use the imagery of rain to deepen our appreciation for life's gifts, large and small, and discover how gratitude can anchor us in presence, purpose, and peace. Before we begin, let's take a moment to reflect on why gratitude matters so much. In Buddhism, gratitude, Katamyu, is considered a cornerstone of spiritual practice, a quality that fosters contentment, humility, and compassion. It shifts our focus from what's lacking to what's abundant, reminding us that even amidst challenges, there's always something to be thankful for. Modern research supports this ancient wisdom, showing that practicing gratitude improves mental health, strengthens relationships, and enhances overall well-being. Rain serves as a perfect metaphor for gratitude. Just as rain nourishes plants and replenishes rivers, gratitude nourishes our hearts, filling us with a sense of fullness and wonder. Even when storms pass, their residue, puddles reflecting sunlight, flowers blooming brighter, air smelling fresher, reminds us of nature's generosity. By cultivating gratitude, we learn to see beauty in every moment, no matter how ordinary or challenging it may seem. To prepare for this exploration, find a comfortable position once again. Sit upright if possible, or lie down if that feels better for your body. Close your eyes gently or keep them softly focused on the visuals before you. Take a deep breath in, filling your lungs completely, and exhale slowly, releasing any tension you may be holding on to. Allow yourself to settle fully into this moment. As you breathe, imagine the sound of rain surrounding you, a steady, soothing rhythm that anchors you in the present. Feel the coolness of the air, the soft patter of droplets against surfaces. Notice how the rain creates a cocoon of stillness, shielding you from distractions and inviting you inward. Now picture yourself standing barefoot in a sun-drenched meadow after a gentle rainstorm. The ground beneath your feet is damp but warm, softened by layers of fallen leaves and dewy grass. Droplets cling to petals and blades of grass, glistening like tiny jewels under the morning light. A rainbow stretches across the horizon, its colors blending seamlessly into the sky. As you stand there immersed in this scene, notice how it begins to awaken a sense of gratitude within you. Let's start by exploring the power of gratitude to shift perspective. Often we get caught up in what's going wrong, stress at work, conflicts in relationships, frustrations with daily routines. While these struggles are valid, focusing solely on them blinds us to the countless blessings surrounding us. Gratitude invites us to zoom out, recognizing the bigger picture and finding meaning even in difficult moments. Imagine the rain teaching you this lesson. Each droplet represents an experience, some joyful, others painful. but all contributing to the richness of your life. Without storms, there would be no rainbows. Without challenges, there would be no growth. Silently repeat the following phrase to yourself. I am grateful for the lessons hidden in my struggles. I am grateful for the beauty hidden in my joys. Let these words resonate deeply within you, reinforcing your commitment to embracing life fully. To deepen this practice, let's incorporate a visualization inspired by Buddhist teachings on interconnectedness. Imagine yourself standing in the center of a vast web, its threads radiating outward in every direction. Each thread connects you to someone or something you're grateful for, a loved one who supports you, a teacher who inspires you, a tree that provides shade, a meal that nourishes you. Follow each thread with your mind's eye, pausing to acknowledge the role it plays in your life. As you trace these connections, notice how gratitude expands beyond personal gain to encompass the entire ecosystem. You might feel thankful for the farmers who grew your food, the workers who built your home, the scientists who study climate patterns, and the earth itself, which sustains all life. This awareness fosters a profound sense of belonging, a reminder that you're part of something much larger than yourself. Returning to the imagery of rain, imagine its droplets spreading across the earth, touching plants, animals, and people alike. See how your gratitude flows outward, creating waves of positivity that benefit everyone around you. Remember, even the smallest act of thanks contributes to a more peaceful, harmonious world. Now, let's explore practical ways to cultivate gratitude in everyday life. One effective technique is to keep a gratitude journal. At the end of each day, or whenever you have a quiet moment, write down 3 things you're thankful for. They don't need to be monumental achievements. Sometimes the simplest pleasures carry the deepest meaning. For example, the smell of fresh coffee brewing in the morning, a kind word from a stranger. The sound of birds chirping outside your window. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to notice the good, fostering optimism and resilience. Another approach is to express gratitude directly to others, whether through a heartfelt conversation, a handwritten note, or simple gesture like holding the door open. Sharing your appreciation strengthens bonds and spreads goodwill. Try this exercise. Think of someone who has positively impacted your life recently, perhaps a friend, family member, colleague, or mentor. Reach out to them, either verbally or in writing, and let them know how much they mean to you. Not only will this uplift them, but it will also deepen your own sense of connection and fulfillment. Of course, practicing gratitude isn't always easy. Life often presents situations that test our ability to remain positive. Losses, disappointments, setbacks. During these moments, remember that mindfulness is a skill, not a destination. You won't achieve mastery overnight, and that's okay. What matters is staying committed to the process, choosing presence over distraction, even if only for a few seconds at a time. To reinforce this idea, let's consider a parable from Zen Buddhism known as the empty cup. In this story, a student visits a wise teacher seeking knowledge. The teacher pours tea into the student's cup until it overflows. Confused, the student asks why the teacher continues pouring. The teacher replies, "Just as this cup must be emptied to receive more tea, so too must you empty your mind of preconceived notions to truly learn." Gratitude operates similarly. It requires us to release cynicism, entitlement, and resistance, making space for new insights and experiences. Rain reminds us of this truth. It teaches us to embrace emptiness as a precursor to fullness. When soil absorbs water, it becomes fertile ground for growth. Similarly, when we approach life with humility and openness, we create conditions for gratitude to flourish. Let's pause here to reflect on the role of integration in mindfulness practice. Throughout this session, we've explored various themes: intention, presence, compassion, imperfection, emotional resilience, habit building, and nature's wisdom. While each topic stands alone, they're interconnected, forming a cohesive framework for living mindfully. Gratitude acts as the glue that binds these elements together, helping us weave insights gained during meditation into the fabric of daily life. For example, when you set an intention rooted in kindness, gratitude amplifies its impact by reminding you of the abundance already present. When you sit with difficult emotions, gratitude reframes suffering as an opportunity for growth. And when you connect with nature, gratitude deepens your appreciation for the intricate balance sustaining life. Now, let's bring this reflection back to your daily life. How might you use gratitude to integrate mindfulness habits into your routine? One helpful strategy is to pair gratitude with existing activities. For instance, before eating a meal, pause to appreciate the effort that went into preparing it, the farmers, cooks, and distributors who made it possible. After completing a task, thank yourself for showing up and doing your best, regardless of the outcome. At bedtime, review your day mentally, identifying moments of joy or learning that you might otherwise overlook. By associating gratitude with familiar actions, you transform routine tasks into opportunities for connection and growth. Over time, these micro moments accumulate, reshaping your relationship with the world around you. Finally, let's close this chapter with a guided reflection. Take a few deep breaths, drawing your awareness back to the present moment. Feel the steadiness of your breath, the solidity of your body, and the sounds of rain transitioning into birdsong. Imagine yourself standing in the midst of the post-storm landscape, fully immersed in its vibrant energy. With each exhale, release any lingering resistance or doubt, allowing yourself to settle fully into the experience. Silently repeat the following phrases to yourself, letting them fill your heart with warmth and light. I am grateful for the rain that cleanses and renews. I am grateful for the sunshine that follows the storm. I am grateful for the cycles of change that teach me resilience. I am grateful for the interconnectedness that binds us all. Feel the weight of these words settling into your being, grounding you in the present and guiding you toward greater wholeness. Remember, gratitude is a gift that you give to yourself and the world. A declaration that you choose love over fear, connection over isolation. By embracing gratitude, you unlock hidden strengths and insights that guide you toward greater peace, joy, and fulfillment. Like rain nourishing the earth, your willingness to give thanks nourishes your spirit, helping you grow stronger and more resilient. Carry this awareness with you as we conclude our journey together. Let the rain remind you of the beauty in gratitude, encouraging you to embrace each moment with openness and grace. And so, we arrive at the end of our journey together, a journey guided by rain, mindfulness, and the timeless wisdom of nature. As we close this chapter, I want to take a moment to thank you for showing up fully, for giving yourself permission to pause, breathe, and reconnect with what truly matters. Whether you joined us today seeking peace, clarity, or simply a break from the busyness of life, know that your presence here has made a difference. Not just for you, but for the collective energy of kindness and compassion rippling outward into the world. Rain has been our constant companion throughout this session, teaching us lessons about purification, growth, impermanence, interconnectedness, and gratitude. It reminded us that storms pass, skies clear, and renewal always follows turmoil. These truths are not abstract concepts, they're lived experiences waiting to unfold in every corner of our lives. When challenges arise, and they will, remember the steadiness of rain. Trust that even the heaviest rains eventually give way to sunshine, and that within every storm lies the potential for transformation. As you step away from this meditation, carry these insights with you. Let them guide you through moments of uncertainty, anchor you during times of struggle, and inspire you to live with greater awareness, compassion, and joy. You don't need to remember everything we've explored today. Instead, let one or two ideas resonate deeply within you. Perhaps it's the importance of setting intentions rooted in kindness, Or maybe it's the power of sitting with difficult emotions without judgment. Whatever speaks to your heart, trust that it's exactly what you need right now. Before we part ways, I'd like to leave you with a final visualization. Imagine yourself standing once again beneath a gentle rainstorm, surrounded by the sights, sounds, and sensations of nature. Feel the droplets landing softly on your skin, cleansing away any lingering heaviness or doubt. With each exhale, imagine releasing anything that no longer serves you, fears, regrets, worries, and welcoming in lightness, clarity, and possibility. Picture yourself stepping forward into the next phase of your day or your life with renewed purpose and grace. Know that this space, the mindful zone, is always here for you whenever you need it. Life may pull you in countless directions, but mindfulness is a practice you can return to again and again, no matter where you are or what you're facing. And just as rain connects rivers, oceans, and forests, so too does mindfulness connect us to ourselves, to others, and to the infinite web of existence. If you found value in today's session, please consider subscribing to the Mindful Zone. Your support helps spread mindfulness and compassion to more people around the world, creating ripples of positivity that extend far beyond this moment. Share this video with someone who might benefit from it, a friend, family member, or colleague. And let's continue building a community rooted in presence, empathy, and shared humanity. Until next time, may every drop of rain remind you of your own capacity for healing and growth. May sunlight follow every storm, illuminating paths you never thought possible. And may you move forward with courage, curiosity, and an open heart, knowing that you are enough exactly as you are. Be well, take care, and remember, you are never alone on this journey.